Hey guys, Katie here with a quick working genius exercise that you can do at your next team meeting. So what you need are Post-it notes, 2 green, 2 yellow, 2 pink or red. If you don't have these office supplies handy, you can use markers and a piece of paper, but the color coding is important. So get red, yellow, green markers, highlighters, crayons, pencils, whatever you need. But the color coding will help you get the concept of it. This exercise is called rank versus range. So right now, my geniuses are in order as they are ranked on my individual profile. So make sure you have your profile results accessible or printed out. And so it's DEITWG. And so this is how they are ranked. And the objective of this exercise is to now spread them out into the range of how much joy do I get out of discernment versus enablement versus invention versus tenacity and on down the line. So I'll show you what this looks like. I get a ton of energy out of discernment, so I'm gonna move it way over here. And enablement is pretty close to it. Now, I have those in the wrong order. Tenacity is my third. So tenacity is my first competency. I get a lot of energy out of tenacity. So I'm gonna put it, there's still a gap there. You can still see like there's a gap, but a smaller gap there. Invention is, I'm gonna say a little further down. Wonder is close to invention, and then galvanizing, we're gonna put way down here. Maybe even behind this bookcase if I could. So, whoops, sorry about that. So you can see there just the different, like the range of my geniuses. And what's really helpful is after you do this, you can look around the room at your team and see where does everyone else's genius fall to. And some people, they might, their competencies, there might be a bigger gap here, but really look at the gaps, or you might feel like one genius is way far ahead, or the frustrations maybe aren't really that frustrating. So it's a thing to evaluate. And again, it's based off your joy and energy out of doing each task. It's not based on your skill level or your capacity or your capability. So do that. That's step one. Again, if you don't have the Post-its, you can always get markers and you can write it on a piece of paper. So I got markers and I did it there too. So that's another option. The second part of this is you want to now spell out widget, like go from, or the order from start to finish, and look at your energy flow. So here we have WIDGET. So again, after you do this, pause maybe and just, what do you observe in the energy flow? So for me, when I start a new project, I'm starting in a place of frustration already. I'm already starting wonders of frustration for me. I get a little bit more jazzed up with invention, really excited about discernment, galvanizing, blah. I'm excited for enablement, and then tenacities. It's in the yellow right there. So, and this again, it's fascinating. And when I look at my 2 greens and yellow being pretty strong too, I'm very much downstream focused. And honestly, if I could, I would just take the G out because it is such a frustration for me. I just want to skip it. So it's a great thing about this model. I have the awareness not to skip the galvanizing part. But it's, once you do this, look at your results. What do you observe about your own energy flow? How does that show up in yourself at work and at home? And then look around the room. Ideally, everyone on your team is going to do this on some wall space, or you could do it on a table. But now walk around the room and look at everyone else's and what do you observe? So I hope you enjoy that. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me at katie@peoplefluence.com. Thanks.